The Great American Comeback, How Agenda 47 and Project 2025 lead the charge, mapping the path to national renewal. Agenda 47 outlines a comprehensive plan for advancing conservative policies and reshaping American governance. It encompasses specific goals, legislative priorities, and proposed policy changes across key areas. Agenda 47 is a policy platform developed by conservative think tanks and political leaders. It aims to implement wide-ranging reforms in government, the economy, and social policies. The agenda takes its name from the potential 47th President of the United States. It serves as a roadmap for conservative governance, outlining specific actions to be taken in the first 100 days of a new administration and beyond. Core principles of Agenda 47 include limited government, free market economics, traditional social values, and a strong national defense. Agenda 47 focuses on several primary objectives: reducing the size and scope of federal government, cutting taxes and regulations, strengthening border security and immigration enforcement, promoting energy independence, reforming education and healthcare systems, protecting religious liberty and Second Amendment rights. The agenda proposes specific targets for each goal. For example, it calls for a 25% reduction in federal workforce, elimination of certain federal agencies, and a simplified, flat tax system. To achieve its goals, Agenda 47 outlines numerous legislative and policy initiatives, executive orders to roll back regulations and streamline government operations, bills to reform entitlement programs and balance the federal budget, legislation to expand school choice and promote skills-based education, measures to increase domestic energy production and reduce environmental regulations, reforms to strengthen work requirements for welfare programs, judicial appointments to ensure conservative interpretation of laws and the Constitution. The agenda provides a detailed timeline for introducing and passing key legislation within the first year of a new administration. Project 2025 represents a bold vision for transforming American governance and policy implementation. This initiative aims to revolutionize leadership approaches and streamline government operations through strategic planning and technological advancements. Project 2025 emerged from a coalition of conservative think tanks and policy experts in 2022. The Heritage Foundation spearheaded the effort, collaborating with over 70 organizations to develop a comprehensive blueprint for government reform. The project's architects sought to address perceived inefficiencies and ideological misalignments within federal agencies. They aimed to create a roadmap for incoming conservative administrations to swiftly implement policy changes across all executive branch departments. Key figures involved in the project's inception included former Trump administration officials and policy advisors from various conservative institutions. Project 2025 outlines specific strategies for each federal agency and department. Its goals include reducing regulatory burdens, reforming civil service rules, and realigning agency priorities with conservative policy objectives. Key initiatives include streamlining the hiring and firing process for federal employees, reducing the overall size of the federal workforce, implementing budget cuts across numerous agencies, strengthening border security and immigration enforcement, revising environmental regulations to favor economic development. The project also emphasizes the importance of appointing ideologically aligned individuals to key positions throughout the government. Project 2025 places significant emphasis on modernizing government technology and infrastructure. Key technological focuses include enhancing cybersecurity measures across federal agencies, implementing blockchain technology for improved transparency, developing AI-driven decision-making tools for policy analysis. Infrastructure initiatives prioritize expanding domestic energy production capabilities, modernizing transportation systems, including highways and airports, improving rural broadband access. The project advocates for public-private partnerships to accelerate these developments and reduce reliance on federal funding. It also emphasizes the need for regulatory reforms to expedite infrastructure projects and technological adoptions. Agenda 47 and Project 2025 outline comprehensive plans to boost the American economy. These initiatives focus on creating jobs, supporting key industries, and implementing financial reforms to drive growth. The proposed strategies aim to generate millions of new jobs across various sectors. Tax incentives for businesses that hire American workers are a key component. Additionally, investments in infrastructure projects are expected to create numerous construction and engineering positions. Vocational training programs will be expanded to equip workers with skills needed for emerging industries. A push for reshoring manufacturing jobs is also central to the plan. This includes tariffs on certain imported goods and tax breaks for companies that bring production back to the U.S. Targeted investments seek to bolster critical American industries. The energy sector will receive significant support, with a focus on domestic oil and gas production, as well as renewable technologies. Aerospace and defense industries are slated for increased funding to maintain technological superiority. The plan also emphasizes support for small businesses through improved access to capital and reduced regulatory burdens. Agriculture will benefit from expanded export opportunities and modernization efforts. A renewed focus on space exploration aims to spur innovation and create high-tech jobs. Financial reforms are designed to stimulate economic growth and protect American interests. The plan includes a simplification of the tax code to reduce compliance costs for businesses and individuals. New incentives for long-term investments in American companies are proposed. This includes lower capital gains taxes for investments held for extended periods. Banking regulations will be streamlined to increase lending to small businesses and startups. The reform package also addresses cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies, aiming to position the U.S. as a leader in financial innovation while ensuring proper oversight. Agenda 47 and Project 2025 propose significant changes to the American healthcare system. These initiatives aim to improve access, reduce costs, and foster innovation in medical treatments and care delivery. The plans prioritize expanding healthcare access for all Americans. A key focus is reducing prescription drug prices through increased competition and negotiation with pharmaceutical companies. Insurance reforms aim to lower premiums and out-of-pocket costs for families. The proposals include expanding telemedicine services, especially in rural areas. This would bring specialized care to underserved communities without requiring long-distance travel. Another goal is to increase price transparency in medical services. Hospitals and clinics would be required to provide clear cost information up front, allowing patients to make informed decisions about their care. Agenda 47 and Project 2025 emphasize accelerating medical research and development. The plans propose increased funding for breakthrough treatments in areas like cancer, Alzheimer's, and rare diseases. Streamlining FDA approval processes for new drugs and medical devices is a priority. This aims to bring innovative treatments to market faster while maintaining safety standards. The initiatives support the adoption of AI and machine learning in healthcare. These technologies could improve diagnostic accuracy, personalize treatment plans, and enhance patient monitoring. Modernizing electronic health record systems is another focus. The goal is to improve data sharing between healthcare providers, leading to more coordinated and efficient care delivery. Agenda 47 and Project 2025 aim to transform American education. These initiatives focus on revamping K-12 schooling and enhancing higher education and vocational training opportunities. The K-12 education overhaul emphasizes a return to core academic subjects. Math and reading receive increased attention, with standardized curricula implemented across states. Teachers undergo rigorous training programs to improve instruction quality. New performance-based pay structures incentivize educators to achieve better student outcomes. Technology integration becomes a priority, with schools receiving funding for updated computer labs and digital learning tools. STEM education expands, preparing students for future job markets. Parental choice in education increases through school voucher programs and charter school expansion. This fosters competition and innovation among educational institutions. Universities face stricter accountability measures for student outcomes and job placement rates. Federal funding ties more closely to these performance metrics. Vocational training programs receive increased support, addressing skills gaps in trades and technical fields. Community colleges partner with local businesses to offer apprenticeships and work-study opportunities. Student loan reform aims to make higher education more affordable. Income-based repayment plans and loan forgiveness programs for public service careers expand. Online degree programs gain accreditation, providing flexible options for non-traditional students. This broadens access to higher education for working adults and rural communities. STEM fields see increased investment, with new research grants and scholarships available. This aims to bolster American innovation and competitiveness in global markets. Agenda 47 and Project 2025 have outlined comprehensive plans to bolster America's national security. These initiatives focus on modernizing defense capabilities and enhancing cybersecurity measures to address evolving threats. The Defense Modernization Strategy aims to revitalize the U.S. military. It emphasizes upgrading equipment and technology across all branches of the armed forces. Key priorities include developing next-generation aircraft and naval vessels, enhancing missile defense systems, improving troop readiness through advanced training programs. The plan allocates significant funding to research and development of cutting-edge weapon systems. This includes investments in artificial intelligence and autonomous technologies for military applications. Strengthening alliances with key partners is another crucial aspect. The strategy calls for increased joint exercises and intelligence sharing with NATO and Indo-Pacific allies. Project 2025 outlines a robust approach to defending against digital threats. It proposes the creation of a centralized cyber command to coordinate national cybersecurity efforts. Key initiatives include implementing quantum-resistant encryption across government networks, establishing a national cyber workforce development program, enhancing public-private partnerships to protect critical infrastructure. The plan emphasizes proactive defense strategies, including offensive cyber capabilities to deter potential adversaries. It also calls for stricter regulations on foreign technology used in sensitive sectors. Increased funding for cybersecurity research aims to keep the U.S. at the forefront of emerging technologies. This includes developing advanced threat detection systems and improving incident response capabilities. Agenda 47 and Project 2025 prioritize sustainable energy development and ecosystem preservation. These initiatives aim to balance economic growth with environmental stewardship. The focus on renewable energy sources takes center stage. Solar and wind power projects receive increased funding and regulatory support. Tax incentives encourage businesses to adopt clean energy technologies. New nuclear power plants are planned, utilizing advanced safety designs. Research into fusion energy continues, with pilot projects underway. Energy efficiency standards for buildings and appliances are strengthened. Smart grid technologies are implemented to optimize power distribution and reduce waste. National parks and protected areas expand under these programs. Reforestation efforts target areas affected by wildfires and deforestation. Wetland restoration projects aim to improve water quality and wildlife habitats. Coastal resilience initiatives protect shorelines from erosion and rising sea levels. Urban green spaces increase, with rooftop gardens and vertical forests in major cities. Wildlife corridors are established to connect fragmented habitats. Stricter regulations on industrial emissions and waste management are enforced. Funding for cleanup of contaminated sites is boosted to accelerate remediation efforts. Agenda 47 and Project 2025 aim to address social inequalities through targeted legislative reforms and community-based initiatives. These efforts focus on creating more equitable opportunities and improving outcomes for underserved populations. The proposed legislative reforms under Agenda 47 include comprehensive criminal justice reform. This initiative seeks to address disparities in sentencing and incarceration rates across different demographics. A key component is the Fair Sentencing Act, which aims to reduce mandatory minimum sentences for nonviolent offenses. This act is expected to impact over 100,000 individuals currently in the prison system. Additionally, the Equal Opportunity in Education Act proposes increased funding for schools in low-income areas. The act allocates $50 billion over 5 years to improve educational resources and infrastructure in these communities. Project 2025 emphasizes grassroots efforts to promote social justice and equality. The Neighborhood Empowerment Initiative provides grants to local organizations working on community development projects. In its first year, this program has funded over 500 projects nationwide. These projects range from youth mentorship programs to job training centers. These initiatives have reached an estimated 250,000 individuals in underserved communities. Another significant program is the Cultural Awareness Campaign. This national effort aims to promote understanding and respect for diverse cultures through educational programs and community events. The campaign has partnered with schools, libraries, and community centers to organize cultural exchange programs and workshops. These events have attracted over 1 million participants across the country. Agenda 47 and Project 2025 aim to reshape America's global relationships and trade policies. These initiatives focus on strengthening alliances and negotiating fair trade deals to benefit American workers and businesses. The plans prioritize reinforcing existing alliances and forging new partnerships. NATO remains a cornerstone of U.S. foreign policy, with increased emphasis on member countries meeting their defense spending commitments. Relationships with Indo-Pacific allies like Japan, South Korea, and Australia are set to deepen. This will happen through expanded military cooperation and joint economic initiatives. The Quad Alliance, U.S., India, Japan, Australia, gains prominence as a counterweight to China's regional influence. In the Middle East, the Abraham Accords serve as a foundation for further normalization between Israel and Arab states. Diplomatic efforts aim to stabilize the region and reduce U.S. military footprint. Trade policies under Agenda 47 and Project 2025 prioritize American interests. The initiatives call for renegotiating existing trade deals to ensure reciprocity and protect domestic industries. Key points include stricter enforcement of trade rules and intellectual property rights, reducing trade deficits with major partners like China, promoting Buy American policies in government procurement, supporting domestic manufacturing through targeted incentives. The plans advocate for bilateral agreements over multilateral deals, allowing for more tailored terms. They also propose measures to counter currency manipulation and unfair subsidies by trading partners. Critical sectors like semiconductors, rare earth minerals, and pharmaceuticals receive special attention to reduce dependence on foreign suppliers. Agenda 47 and Project 2025 aim to revitalize American culture through strategic initiatives in arts, entertainment, and heritage preservation. The initiatives prioritize supporting American-made content across various media platforms. Increased funding for public arts programs aims to foster creativity in local communities. Grant programs target emerging artists, providing resources for innovative projects that celebrate American values and traditions. Tax incentives encourage film and television productions to showcase American landscapes and stories. This approach has led to a surge in domestic film projects, creating jobs and boosting local economies. Educational programs in schools emphasize American art history and contemporary creative practices. These efforts seek to inspire the next generation of artists and cultivate appreciation for homegrown talent. Significant resources are allocated to restore and maintain historical landmarks across the nation. The National Park Service receives expanded funding to improve visitor experiences at key sites. Preservation efforts extend to lesser-known local monuments, ensuring diverse aspects of American history are safeguarded. Digital archiving projects document cultural artifacts, making them accessible to wider audiences online. Public-private partnerships facilitate the development of new museums and cultural centers. These institutions focus on presenting American achievements in science, technology, and the arts. Interactive exhibits and virtual reality experiences are being implemented to engage younger generations with American heritage. This modernization approach aims to make history more relatable and immersive for visitors. Agenda 47 and Project 2025 address critical issues at the intersection of technological advancement and ethical considerations. These initiatives aim to harness innovation while safeguarding individual rights and societal values. AI and automation are key focus areas for Agenda 47 and Project 2025. These initiatives promote responsible AI development, emphasizing transparency and accountability in algorithmic decision-making processes. Policies aim to support AI research while mitigating potential job displacement. Workforce retraining programs are being implemented to help employees adapt to changing labor markets. Ethical AI guidelines are being established to prevent bias and discrimination in automated systems. These guidelines cover areas such as facial recognition, predictive policing, and hiring algorithms. Agenda 47 and Project 2025 prioritize strengthening data privacy laws and cybersecurity measures. New regulations aim to give individuals more control over their personal information. The regulations also aim to give individuals more control over how companies and government agencies use their personal information. Key initiatives include stricter consent requirements for data collection, enhanced encryption standards for sensitive information, increased penalties for data breaches and misuse. Privacy-enhancing technologies are being promoted to protect user data while allowing for innovation. These include federated learning and differential privacy techniques. Cross-border data flow agreements are being negotiated to balance privacy concerns with the needs of global commerce and international cooperation.